You bring all the pulses and food grains from the market, and as I told you that you cook them. Okay, this is the best way. So that food, whatever I have brief food, I will show physically whenever I cook the food. I will show all the millets and pulses, and how I am cooking, so I will explain. Okay, and you follow that. That food is so better for you, and that food is so rich in the carbohydrates, proteins, and fiber, and all that minerals, because I am adding the vegetables and leafy vegetables. If I am adding, so that moment they will be enriched of all the vitamins and minerals also, and fiber rich food. So that food, because no, every food grains pulses I am using as raw, they are not polished. So that fiber pulses and food grains it is having, that raw, that fiber, so I am not polishing them. So that will be used for your digestion properly, and you will not get any gastric problems. Okay, try to understand that. And you will be you will not be suffered by any that is what, constipation. Why? Because that fiber rich food, it will help in digestion. And whenever you, at early morning 5 o'clock, it wakes up for toilets. Okay, so what I suggest you, if you eat more and more glucose rich food, carbohydrated food, so body needs to convert them into, if there is no any consumption, the body needs to store them as glycogen fat. Glycogen fat in where? In your liver 500 gram, in your muscles, in your cheeks, buttocks, neck, wherever. Apart from that, if it has no any place, it tries to fill up them in the arteries, especially the coronary artery, which will supply the blood to the heart. So whenever this coronary artery filled with the fat, okay, so there may be chance of stroke, heart stroke. Why? Because the pipe is blocked, coronary artery is blocked. So the normally the people think that by consuming of more non-vegetarian, like what you consumption of meat, chicken, fish, so they feel that they will be become so fatty. No, it is misconception. Understand? Normally you will eat 15 days, 15 days after, within a 15 days, otherwise weekly, otherwise on the occasions monthly you go for non-vegetarian, like meat and chicken, whatever. But by that consuming of 15 days once, 7 days once, if you consume, so that will not give more weight. More weight will give only by consuming of continuous white polished rice, that is glucose, direct glucose. Because once you consume the carbohydrates, polished rice, it will give the energy, glucose, within 1.5 hour. Within 1.5 hour, the glucose will be released in your body. Means more energy will be given to your body. Okay, within 1.5 hour. But if you consume raw white rice, also raw white rice, so it will take time for digestion due to that flake. Okay, unpolished rice, so it will give time for digestion. So glucose will be released very slowly and slowly. So if glucose is being released slowly, so body will consume them slowly. If glucose levels are hiked due to the polished rice, glucose levels are hiked, so body will not be able to use that glucose. Then after, it will be dumped in body, and they will be converted into glycogen fat. Whenever your body is under starvation, starvation means you are under fasting yourself, so that moment these fats will be utilized. So this fat, glycogen fat, will be in the body for further using, future using. Okay, so as I told you that 1 gram carbohydrate gives 4 calories, and 1 gram protein will give 4 calories, 1 gram fat will give 9 or 8 calories. So if you are eating more and more by food and by outside junk food, so we need to check back that how much of food I need to take. This much of calories I am eating. Every food item, one apple is I am eating, one glass of milk I am eating, one fruit I have eaten, and that is tea and coffee I have drank, whatever the language, drink, drank, drunk. Okay, and then every fruit, every milk, every egg, every non-veg, whatever you eat, it will give energy to the body. That energy to be consumed. So you need to check back how much of food items I need to consume, whether they are proper natural food. Okay, you need to check back that. It doesn't mean if I go for I will eat a burger, pizza. They are very caloric food and chips, kurkure, and processed food, packed food. Everything I am using. Apart from that, in the home, dried food, fried food. Okay, I am eating non-veg. It is being fried. Even the vegetarian, all the vegetables they are being fried. Okay, like what your lady finger, it is being fried in the oil and more and oil, and all that potatoes, they are very carbohydrated food, they are being fried. So so finally they will give more calories to the body, and once your body is not supposed to consume them, ultimately it will be converted into a glycogen fat in the body, and that fat sometimes it will be deposited in your arteries and the brain also, and in some organs like liver will be fatty liver. In some cases, many patients they are fatty liver patients. Okay, this is the reason you are suffering all the diseases, like what you, as I told you, the diabetes, hypertension, indigestion, gastritis, gastric issues, and osteoporosis means bones pain. Bones pain is what? Simple thing is that bones they need of calcium. Okay, whenever they need of calcium, we eat the food. Within that food we will get the calcium. But if you don't want to expose your body to sunlight, because the sunlight has abundant in D3 vitamin, so this is the relation between calcium and D3. So you eat food and calcium will be, your body will have, by the food body will get the calcium, but that calcium to be absorbed by the bones by the help of D3 vitamin. The D3 vitamin mostly we will get by the sunlight. If you don't want to expose yourself to the sunlight, so whatever you eat, the calcium it will not be absorbed by the bones. So ultimately what happens, you are eating calcium food by vegetarian, non-vegetarian, eat leafy vegetables, whatever. But that calcium to be taken by your bones. By the bones will only, the calcium will be absorbed by the bones only with the help of D3. At that D3 you don't want to expose your body to outside. So nowadays most of the city life, urbanization. Due to the urbanization, what happened? The children they are being educated in corporate schools. From if they enter into the morning 8 o'clock classes started, and the evening 5 o'clock 5:30 class are the extra classes. So they are under sheds and the buildings without exposing of the sunlight. Okay, that parents are dreaming, they are sending them to the admitting them in the corporate schools. And in the urbanization lifestyle, women they are part of in the home watching the TV videos and the serials. They don't want to come out of the buildings apart from life. All the city urbanization, apartment, in the apartment there is no any that is what your terrace. So sometimes you need to go for clothes, okay, to keep the clothes on the terrace. But there is apartment, there is no any terrace for you, so you will keep your clothes in your apartment. And that employees they go for early morning 8 o'clock, join in the office rooms, and they will come at 5 o'clock. And AC rooms, total they are in AC environment, so there is no any exposure of sunlight. and there is no any sweating. They will not do any physical exercise. There is no any excretion of your sweat. So in the body digestion process, all that process, whatever the chemical actions, they are in the process in the body, like what inhale, exhale, blood circulation, okay, and your breathing, your that is what digestion, respiratory system, all internal whatever digestion, okay, everything is being done. So that heat will be generated, some chemical actions are there, so they need to be dissipate, that heat to be dissipated. So that's why you need to drink more water. That is very important. As I told you that 4 liters of water at least you need to drink. So if you drink less water, internally what happen, the body needs to flush out so many toxins. In the all this process, so many toxins will be released, like your toxins, uric acid is there, serum creatinine, urea, ammonia, so many, they need to be flushed out. So if you will not drink sufficient water, so surely they will you will get somewhat bad impact over your body.